Right now at 10, a decision made in the proposed West Salem 2-hour parking ordinance.
And scammers posing as Onalaska city officials. What to watch out for.
Plus, President Trump briefed on conflict in the Middle East. The latest on the president's growing frustrations with Iran and the possibility of U.S. involvement.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. West Salem's Village Board has rejected a 2-hour parking limit proposal on South Leonard Street. The ordinance aimed to balance parking availability for businesses and customers between Hamilton and Elm Streets. Village Administrator Teresa DeLong said the $75 fine was meant to ensure compliance, not generate revenue.
A quick tattoo takes about 2 hours. A lot of my clients take longer than that, and they need a place to park. I haven't had problems in the last 27 years I've been tattooing, and I haven't had problems at all. But if there is a problem, I'm willing to deal with it, and that's why I'm here tonight.
Now, several business owners said they'd work with the village to develop a better ordinance, but said the one tonight would have hurt everybody.
The Middle East still on edge. The U.S. previously said it would not get involved in tensions between Israel and Iran.
But there are growing signs in Washington that President Trump is now considering involving the U.S. military in the conflict. CBS News' Torian Small has the latest.
Amidst rising tensions between Israel and Iran, the president held a national security meeting Tuesday in the White House's Situation Room. CBS News has learned President Trump is now weighing whether to join Israel in striking Iran's nuclear sites, including Fordo, several hours south of Tehran. Israeli airstrikes have targeted the facility, but only this 30,000-pound American bunker buster bomb delivered by B-2 bombers would have the power to destroy it.
It's designed to penetrate to quite a significant depth before it actually goes off, and then to generate a large, burst after that.
Despite previously saying the U.S. would not intervene directly in Israel's conflict with Iran, the president posted to social media, quote, "We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran." He said in a separate post that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is a, quote, "easy target." The president continues to call for Iran's unconditional surrender.
Their cities have been blown to pieces and lost a lot of people. They should have done the deal. I told them, do the deal.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are concerned that American forces could be drawn into the conflict, with many emphasizing that under the Constitution, only Congress has the power to declare war.
The president's instincts are good, and I'm hoping the president will not get involved with the war. I think if the United States actively bombs Tehran, the possibility of negotiation goes out the window.
Late Monday, the president issued a warning urging people to evacuate Tehran. On Tuesday, the streets of Tehran were jammed as many struggled to leave the city. Torian Small, CBS News, Washington.
Police in Janesville say a family fight turned deadly. Around 11 a.m., police responded to an apartment complex on Pontiac Drive for a family problem. A 911 call for shots fired soon followed. Police found 3 adults dead from gunshot wounds and another with critical injuries.
Paramedics respond into the scene, not knowing how much danger was there, but in an effort to try to preserve and save this individual's life. With their assistance, we were able to extract that individual and transport them to a local hospital where they are still suffering life-threatening injuries.
Pearson said there's no threat to the community, but they are not identifying anyone involved. The scene is under investigation.
Minnesota awarded Winona a $550,000 grant to help build a new outdoor skate park. Zach Craig owns Winona's Anthem Skate Park. He has a partnership with the city and manages its indoor park. He's been a strong advocate for Winona getting a free outdoor skating option, saying that not everyone can afford to regularly skate at the indoor park.
The park is going to be a city park run by the city. It just so happens to be next to the indoor park, so it's conveniently going to have year-round skateboarding.
According to the Winona Post, outside of the usual ramps, the park will also include bike racks, drinking fountains, and shade covers.
Well, an email scam in Onalaska is targeting your money. It's so good that officials are warning residents about it. According to the city, people have received emails saying they owe the city thousands of dollars. The email contains an invoice for recipients to wire transfer the amount listed. The scam may be hard to spot because it contains employee names and the city's logo. The city's IT director says the scammer is also using real information from meeting agendas to trick people.
This one is really difficult, even from an email standpoint. The only reason why you would notice that it's not one of our emails is our emails always end in onalaskawi.gov. This email ended in @usa.gov.
City officials will also never request you to wire transfer them money. The city says at least 4 people have received such an email so far.
The Vernon County Sheriff's Department needs your help. Someone vandalized the men's shower building at Sadie Hollow Park, ripping the sink off the wall. Sheriff Torgerson says it happened sometime between 8:30 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Taxpayer has a stake in it, but our visitors do as well, and they're upset about this because so much work goes into making and keeping these parks beautiful.
If anyone has any information, call the Vernon County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers at 608-637-TIPS.
A rare unanimous decision for Wisconsin Supreme Court. All 7 justices siding with the state attorney general. Josh Kaul sued over several laws the legislature passed in 2018, which allowed the legislature's budget committee to approve any civil settlements the attorney general made. In the ruling, conservative Justice Brian Hagedorn wrote that the legislature can't control litigation that Kaul legally undertakes. Kaul in a statement today says, quote, the Wisconsin Department of Justice will be able to more efficiently resolve the cases that are impacted by this decision, including civil actions enforcing our consumer protection laws and civil actions enforcing our environmental protection laws. And we've had some hotter and humid days. It's having an effect on road construction. Tonight, the winter overlay on the northbound bridge on La Crosse's Copeland Avenue cracking earlier than city workers say they anticipated. Crews were out around 7:30 tonight and shifted traffic there to the leftbound lane.
Well, hotter and humid indeed. I felt a little dewier today. I don't know if you guys can see my glow today, but we do have some showers tomorrow, Greg, that could cool us down for a little bit.
Yeah, even tonight, some areas have seen a little bit of sprinkles, but really it's not amounting to too much. And a lot of areas tomorrow won't see too much in the way of precipitation. It's really depending on where you're at. So right now we have cloudy skies really for La Crosse, not so much for Eau Claire, still in the 70s at both locations. There's the radar. It looks much more impressive than what's actually hitting the ground because a lot isn't. There's your precipitation 6-hour amounts. A lot of zeros. Has been a few trace amounts, maybe at Prairie du Chien, up to Sparta, seen a little bit of this precipitation. It is falling apart. So in the next 3 or 4 hours, you might see a little sprinkles here and there, but overall it should remain dry with cloud cover really increasing. And that's what's going to go on. That activity's really struggled to get much farther north as we get to I-90. Basically, that'll be the issue going in the morning commute is precipitation very light, falling south of I-90 with a little better amounts as you go closer to the Wisconsin River in adjacent areas as you see there in Iowa towards the morning commute. And that's really going to be the story. If you're south of La Crosse, you get a few showers. Otherwise, La Crosse, very light amounts, if anything, through the morning, getting up to about 72. There's a little bit of opportunity for a shower or storm in the afternoon. Eau Claire, not going to see any of this. In fact, they'll see a little bit of sunshine here and there, and then a little opportunity for maybe a shower in the afternoon. Getting up to 77, they'll actually be warmer than us down here by the time because of less clouds. Now, coming up later, we have nighttime storms to deal with, and then we have a lot of hot, heat, and humid conditions coming up for the weekend. So we'll break all that down a bit later.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Well, Cotter Schools in Winona sending out a community alert. Safety training is happening tomorrow at St. Nicholas Hall. It'll involve law enforcement, educators, and school administrators. People in the area can expect to see more police around. More information is posted on Cotter Schools' Facebook page.
2 Winona Catholic parishes will close this summer. St. Casimir and St. John Nepomucene are struggling with declining attendance and a shortage of priests. The Diocese of Winona-Rochester announced Winona has seen a 48% decline over the last 15 years.
It is difficult. Some of them have spent their entire lives in those parishes, and that's not an easy thing to lose your parish when that's the only parish you've ever known.
Doors will close in mid-July. Father Thompson says he will work with Catholic Charities to put the buildings to use.
Around the state, Milwaukee breaking ground on a big project, the soon-to-be tallest mass timber building in North America. The Edison will be a 31-story apartment building. Inside, 400 units, a cafe, fitness center, spa, and movie room. The tower's claim to fame is its building materials. It'll be built with mass timber and sustainable material.
Really, we see this project as more as sustainable. It's incorporating a whole bunch of different health and well-being aspects to the building to really go beyond not just the structure being sustainable, but also the residents inside living a sustainable lifestyle.
The current tallest mass timber building is the Ascent at 25 stories. That building is also in Milwaukee. Still to come, a somber anniversary. Loved ones reflect on the mass shooting that killed 9 at a South Carolina church.
Plus, TikTok's ban delayed again. Another 90 days left, and the U.S.-China showdown over the app is far from over.
We're here at U.S. Cellular for Us Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them.
It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Swag.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Generac home standby generators provide your home with backup power when you need it most and automatically start within seconds of sensing power loss. Save over $700 after rebate. Mastercraft has been making high-quality doors for over 50 years. Steel exterior doors have a great return on investment. Get this pre-hung steel exterior door for just $344.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that is green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% solar tax credit could end in 2025. If you want to install solar on your residential or commercial property and receive this tax credit, call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was rushed to a D.C. hospital due to an allergic reaction. Her spokesperson said Noem was taken to the hospital as a precaution. The 53-year-old previously served as governor of South Dakota before President Donald Trump tapped her to head the Department of Homeland Security.
Today marks 10 years since terror struck in Charleston, South Carolina. In 2015, a white supremacist shot and killed 9 people during a Bible study at the oldest African Methodist Episcopal Church in the South. During the memorial service today, mourners reflected on those who were gunned down. Senior pastor Clemente Pinkney was among those killed. His daughter Eliana remembers President Obama delivering her dad's eulogy.
It gets a little easy to forget sometimes that I'm 21 and that my dad died when I was 11.
Dylan Roof was convicted of murder and federal hate crimes. The tragedy sparked nationwide debate about displays of the Confederate flag and other commemorations of the Confederacy.
Well, TikTok is getting another 90-day reprieve. President Trump is set to sign an executive order delaying the sale or ban law. It requires TikTok to be banned in the U.S. unless it's sold by its China-based parent company. Neither has happened yet, since Trump continues to delay the law's enforcement. Now it appears TikTok has become a bargaining chip in the tense trade talks between the U.S. and China.
We will have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, we do have some wet conditions for Wednesday, but a lot of the day will be dry, and then we have storms maybe Thursday night, Friday night, where we really get hot and humid for the weekend. We'll break it all down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Don't wait for better water. With Maxwell White Water Conditioning, you get water you will feel good about with every sip, every bath, every day. And easy financing to make it happen now. Call today and start enjoying better water tomorrow.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, get $4,250 cash allowance, plus $2,250 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
When Arby's says euros, you say 2 for $7. Euros. 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 Louder. Arby's, we have the meats.
Fleet Farm is the place to stock up on supplies for all your furry and feathered friends. Get a 40-pound bag of Sprout Mixed Bits cat food for just $25.99. Save $5 on all bags of Nutrisource dry dog food. And for you backyard birders, 20 pounds of KT Basic Blend bird food is now only $11.99. Count on your local Fleet Farm for the best prices guaranteed on all your feed, seed, and pet care needs. And find even more weekly deals at fleetfarm.com.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, Consumer Reports just named the best sunscreens for your family.
They partnered with a lab to test which products best block harmful rays. Coppertone Water Babies SPF 50 topped the lotion list.
You should be putting a teaspoon onto every part of you. A teaspoon on your face, a teaspoon on each body part, but about a shot glass worth for your body if you're in bikini time.
So that'll last you like 15 minutes before you got to reapply.
Right.
Vine says the best sunscreen is the one you use consistently.
I wonder if the Coppertone spray bottle one, if that is as effective as the lotion that they say.
And that's a good point,
that's what
too.
I use. Yeah.
I go for the spray because I don't
Right.
want to get the hands all oily. So what does a teaspoon of spray look like? In any event, based off Greg's radar and our 8-day forecast, this weekend you're going to need the sunscreen.
Yeah, you definitely need a lot of sunscreen, just staying inside, shade, water, and all sorts of things if we're dealing with this heat and humidity that we'll be dealing with. But in the meantime, we still got some rain going on for Wednesday. Really, this is at 1 p.m., and it's probably the farthest north extent this rain band or rain shield's going to get. And this is still very light rainfall for the most part going on. So for the morning commute for areas south of I-90, maybe pockets of rainfall, steadier as you go towards the Wisconsin River. Further north, lighter amounts. North of I-90 all the way up Clare, probably is going to remain dry for the morning time frame. As we get in the afternoon, you'll start noticing a little bit of the activity developing for daytime heating, so it'll be more scattered showers as you go further north and west toward Clare. This area begins to push to the eastward side, and then we'll begin to see that push off, and then we'll just see here's your little bit of shower that could develop, could impact some areas, Eau Claire down to La Crosse in the afternoon time frame with a little break in the cloud cover. Meanwhile, the rain in southwest Wisconsin begins to exit too. And that activity could persist through the evening, so don't be surprised to see isolated showers, maybe even scattered, coming through the La Crosse area tomorrow afternoon towards the evening commute. Very light amounts, not expecting to be any severe type activity with this. By the time we get to about sunset, a lot of this activity will begin to fall apart, but the evening hour you still could see a shower south La Crosse. Clearing skies behind this activity, and the rest of the night should be fairly quiet going into Thursday too. Now overall rain amounts with this, very light, besides really towards the Wisconsin River. So Decorah down the Prairie du Chien, that's where you might get more steadier rains or a bout of a little heavier rain. Otherwise, it really drops off quickly, maybe a tenth lucky at a quarter. This other stuff here, this is kind of the afternoon scattered activity, so you may pick up another 1/10 or 5/100 of some of this stuff that comes through in the afternoon. So all in all, a lot of dry periods on Wednesday, but it will be somewhat wet in the morning. There's your temperatures. A little bit warmer for north of I-94, given the lack of cloud cover, a little bit more sun. The modest precipitation will keep the areas towards Prairie du Chien, northeast Iowa, southwest Wisconsin, more into the mid-70s, a little bit below average. Now Thursday, fairly quiet. We might have a shower to the north in the afternoon, but all in all, everyone should come up a few degrees. The wind out of the west. Fairly nice day, fairly quiet. Then we get into a pattern where we're going to have storms form in the Dakotas, Minnesota. They're going to dig southeastward, come over the area at some point late night, early morning. This could happen Thursday night, early Friday morning, and another round potentially Friday night into Saturday. Now, where they come through is a little bit in question, but you could be waking up Friday morning for the morning commute with a little bit of activity. As I mentioned, Thursday quiet. Right now, one of the tracks is one of this comes right through. It's kind of south and west of La Crosse, but that could change. But it's going to be around that 4 to 7 a.m. time frame. You might see showers and thunderstorms, which could be strong depending on the track, and some heavier rain. That's one event. We have another one coming Friday night, and then after that, the warm front pushes north, and we get in hot and humid conditions, and that's why we do have an alert day for 2 days. We could see heat indices above 105, maybe even close to 110 at times. The bigger problem with this is the nighttime temperatures. They're likely going to stay at or above 75, which is critical when it comes to kind of recovering from heat during the day. So keep that in mind during the weekend. The heat and risk gets all the way up to a major, potentially extreme levels before we start seeing changes come maybe Monday, and that's when we get more active in the periods too going on. You can see that in the 8-day forecast. When we go to next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a lot of showers and thunderstorms. We kind of cool back off, but it becomes quite active. So in the meantime, enjoy the kind of somewhat milder conditions for Thursday. We start to get more humid Friday, and then it's really heating up for the weekend too. So definitely prepare if any outdoor activities going on for the weekend, that you have plenty of water, stay inside obviously during the heat of the day, and like I said, at night it's going to be very muggy too.
Yep, all good reminders. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers looking to open an important series against the Cubs with a dub. Plus, a tall task lies ahead for the West Salem girls soccer team, but the Panthers are confident heading into Milwaukee. Jacob is next.
When you're trying to remodel your bathroom and find that perfect look, seeing is believing. And when one of our comfort advisors visits your home to talk about bringing your vision to life, they'll come with all our products in our new showroom trailer, discovering all the possibilities from the comfort of your home.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union. Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
Get in. I'm future you.
Constipation with belly pain again, right? Our doctor figured it out. She said it's IBS-C and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the West Salem girls soccer team was just 2 minutes away from seeing their season come to an end over the weekend, but some late match heroics propelled the Panthers to victory, and now they're getting ready to play in the school's first ever game at the state tournament. West Salem has been dominant this season with 16 wins and 3 losses and 1 tie, playing some of the best soccer on this half of the state. The team knew they had what it takes to make a run at state, but seeing it happen in such a crazy fashion is something they will always remember.
Honestly, I was just overly excited. I mean, I was stunned because we've never done that before, so it was crazy, but I was definitely excited.
And then it got to that mindset of like, we actually are going to state, and we were all just sitting there on the bus after we had won on Saturday. We're like, there's no way this is real.
Now the Panthers will have to play their best match of the season as they're up against Catholic Memorial, a team who has won 10 girls soccer state titles in their history. The team knows it's going to be a tough task, but they are embracing that challenge and are looking to lock up a spot in the championship game on Saturday.
We know that we've made it so far and we've proved our worth, so knowing that if we just keep the momentum and keep up with the hard work that we've been doing all season, I think we can honestly either come out with a really good game on Friday or even just win.
We know we have a lot of leaders, a lot of seniors on this team that want to keep making history, want to keep pushing and keep fighting to the last whistle blow, and we know it's never over.
As mentioned, West Salem up against Catholic Memorial this Friday at 11 a.m. from Milwaukee. Crusaders were the runner-up last season. Winner advances to play Saturday at 4:30. Tomorrow, bright and early after a cup of coffee to kickstart the day, the Aquinas Blue Golds will begin their 3rd consecutive run at the state baseball tournament at Fox City Stadium as they take on Seymour. Whoever victorious in that one will play Thursday at 3 p.m. Milwaukee looking to gain some ground on the Cubs in the NL Central, beginning with this one in the Windy City. Win or not, that ball a no-doubter off the bat of Isaac Collins, 2-0 Crew. Then 2 outs for Matt Shaw, and he's going to spray one into the right center gap, and that will roll all the way to the wall to allow Nico Horner to score and put Chicago on the board. Then the moment of the game in the 5th, Chad Patrick trying to dance around some trouble. He grooves one to Seiya Suzuki, and he crushes that one to left field and gone. Brewers fall 5-3. Twins trying to get back on track against the Reds. Cincinnati's Jake Fraley makes a 1-run Reds lead, 3 with that hit to right field. Then 2 outs in the 6th inning. Harrison Bader up and barrels this one going the other way. TJ Friedel ranging back on it, has a beat on it, but it bounces off his glove for a home run. Minnesota out in front until Friedel gets his revenge. 2 on, 2 out in the 6th, ripping one to right. That ball is down. Both runners score. Twins back to 500 for the first time since May 10th with the loss. Loggers looking for a split on the day in a doubleheader up in Thunder Bay. First inning lacrosse adding to their lead thanks to a shot back up the gut off the bat of Max Kalk. That's going to plate 2 to double the visitors' lead. Then the bases loaded coming up in the 2nd for the Loggers. Xander McLaurin sends that one to a similar spot in the field, a little flare that finds some grass, and a couple more score. Lacrosse gets the victory and will finish up their Canadian road trip tomorrow in the final game of the series. And the Cats go back-to-back. The Florida Panthers dominating Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final against the Oilers to capture Lord Stanley Cups for the 2nd consecutive season. Sam Bennett is your Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Consecutive season, I can't even say it. It's so impressive, but it was really heartbreak for the Oilers to lose to the same team in that final stage.
Yeah, that hurts for sure. But 5-1, that's about as convincing
dominating.
A clinching game as you can do, especially in hockey.
Need to see better stuff out of the Brewers tomorrow as well. Mizorowski going against the Cubs. Should be some must-see TV.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jake.
Guys.
All right, more news right after this.
Farmers and rural homeowners, is it a pain to make time for Saturday trips to your town dump? Big Hook has a low-cost, convenient solution. Starting at less than $2 per day, we'll leave you a small dumpster and dump it monthly. Call Mike today.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Hey guys, it's Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. I'm here to invite you to our grand reopening anniversary party on Saturday, June 21st. Come check out our fully renovated dealership with enhanced parts, award-winning service, and trend-setting apparel department. On June 21st, we'll have Brian Simpson from 95.7 emceeing our ribbon cutting. We have a bike blessing, hog roast, music by Brian Stein, and much, much more. Join us June 21st for Great River's grand reopening and anniversary party.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin is so ready for summer. Right on the Mississippi River, a perfect spot for fishing and fun. Surrounded by scenic bluffs and some of the best hiking and camping around, there's so much to explore. You can experience Prairie du Chien's fascinating history and unwind with live music events that feature the vibe you're looking for. Book your place to stay and discover more at prairieduchien.org.
Farmers and rural homeowners, is it a pain to make time for Saturday trips to your town dump? Big Hook has a low-cost, convenient solution. Starting at less than $2 per day, we'll leave you a small dumpster and dump it monthly. Call Mike today.
People living in a particular neighborhood near Los Angeles are dealing with a peacock population problem, and it's running afoul of their usually quiet surroundings. Peacocks are prancing all over Rancho Palos Verdes, just south of LA, and several neighbors say they are a major nuisance.
Yeah, the city has received complaints about noise, damaged roofs, foul waste, and traffic hazards for years. Now a recent peacock population explosion is ruffling more feathers while some residents enjoy the colorful birds.
We love them very much. We appreciate them. They're gentle. They bring such a vibrant energy into our neighborhood. I really feel that they're like my best neighbors. The more the merrier.
Enough said. The city council has a plan to relocate the birds in the fall, and once the roundup begins, the peacocks will be taken to farms and ranches. But I think, like he said, it's just part of their culture.
Sure, and you just imagine going out the front door, going to work, and the peacock is right in front of you with all the feathers. A little shock to the system.
It kind of wake you up a little bit with that coffee and stuff, a little peacock in front of you. I like the idea, but best of luck to them in their new homes, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Out with the olds and in with the deals, only at Wesco Home. It's our inventory clearance event with up to 50% off furniture. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new fire table. Available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off all in-stock outdoor products. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is outside by the fire.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% solar tax credit could end in 2025. If you want to install solar on your residential or commercial property and receive this tax credit, call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
What makes a trip to the water park capital of the world an experience all your own? You can do it your way with your family. Pick your rides, your slides. You're about to have the time of your life. Water parks? We're on your wavelength. Boat tours? Your ship has come in. Dining? Eat your heart out and then get your just desserts. Hop in a go-kart. Your chariot awaits. Find a wave pool and have your day in the sun. Wisconsin Dells. Do it your way. Plan your trip today at wisdells.com.
My wife urged me to get my ears checked, and I've done, like most people, everything possible to probably damage them. It's an easy process. It's an easy thing to do. It's free. Come in and get it checked. Mine is not perfect, but at least I know that I have to be a little more careful. You know, they've been doing this a long time and they know what they're doing. So to have this available to us locally here, oh, they're fantastic. I would highly recommend them.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Out with the olds and in with the deals, only at Wesco Home. It's our inventory clearance event with up to 50% off bedroom sets and mattresses. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
All right, some light rain showers mainly south of I-90, a little bit of activity in the afternoon. All in all, pretty seasonable temperatures. That's the one story. We have storms Thursday night, Friday night. That's the other story. And the third one, probably the bigger one, is the heat humidity coming back for the weekend. So definitely prepare for that.
For sure. Looking like Florida temperatures this weekend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.